What's up, comic book fans? This is TB Comics coming back again in the month of July, and this is kind of like part two of my huge haul that I got this week. Everything come all at once, so I've split this video into two parts, the independent part, and now we've got a thick stack of DC / Vertigo comics to show you. So let's get stuck in, shall we? First up, we're going to head over to Absolute Flash. Just get that in the frame for you a bit, maybe a little bit closer so you get the full benefit of lovely artwork there. We are now on issue number 17, and it looks like we've got Gorilla Grodd in the mix, so who knows what's going to happen. This is coming from Lemire, Henning and Lucas, so thank you very much, creative team. Just picking up the A covers mainly for these ones. Did buy a few ratios when it first came out, but I'm just, like I said, sticking to those A covers. And that cover there, I want to say, is coming from, where are we? So many notes. It's cover A, coming from Nick Robles. So thank you very much, Nick, and thank you very much, Absolute Flash creative team. Still with the Absolute universe, we're going to head over to Absolute Catwoman. We're now on issue number 2. This is coming from Snyder, Grayson, Bengal and Nero. So thank you very much, creative team, for that one. That cover there is cover A, coming from Bengal, I believe. Yes, it is. Looks like we've got Absolute Catwoman. I think she's jumping from roof to roof. I don't know if that's she's got something in a sort of new cyber tail, or that's just part of it. I'm not sure. Maybe she's got some jewels or something. You know how greedy Catwoman is. You're just not easily pleased, are you, Selina Kyle? If it is Selina Kyle in this, that is anyway. I don't know. Might not be. Might be a whole new Catwoman for all I know. Moving on, we have the next instalment of Absolute Green Arrow. Oh, it's like Absolute Day in the OK Absolute Day Corral. Like I said, issue number 3 for Green Arrow. This is coming from Pinshot, Albuquerque, and Mayolo. Got a nice cover there. Looks like it's a some sort of dollar bill with Absolute Green Arrow in the middle, rather than the all-seeing eye and the pyramid. I think this is a bit of a sort of a horror story. I think it's only a 6-issue run. I might be wrong. Same as Absolute Catwoman, I think. I think it's going to be a short one, but don't quote me on that. I think I just read that somewhere. I haven't got a clue. That cover there is coming from, where are we? Oh, so many. Sport for choice. That is cover A, coming from Raphael Albuquerque. So thank you very much, creative team. Who knows what's going to happen? We shall see once I've read it. Still reading, like I said in my previous videos, still reading Absolute Martian Manhunter. Last issue, really worth watching. Really worth reading if you haven't. A bit of a feast for the eyes, and very very quirky artwork. Some people don't like it. I love it. Very good, very clever writing. Moving on, we've got Lobo, issue number 5, part of the DC Next Level run and the All-In initiative. This is coming from Young, Corona and Bolio, so thank you very much, creative team. Didn't like many of the variants for Lobo 5, so I picked this one up. I think that was the best of the bunch in my opinion. And that cover there is cover C, coming from Chloe Brailsford. So thank you very much, Chloe. Looks like we've got Lobo there. Maybe he's just doing a bit of a dance, or he's just getting ready to attack someone with his giant hook knife thing. So yeah, don't know what the story's about. Just picked it up on a whim because I like all these sort of rogues gallery style comics. I love to know what the sort of the villains and the anti-heroes are getting up to these days. So yeah, hopefully it's a good read anyway. Moving over to DC Vertigo, only got 2 of these. Got Bleeding Hearts. We're now on issue number 6. This is coming from Dennis Camp, Stepan Morian and Matt Hollingsworth. That there is cover A, so it's more than likely come from Stepan Morian. Where are we? Bleeding Hearts. Yep, it is cover A, come from Stepan Morian. Love that cover there. Looks like we've got some sort of giant zombie, perhaps eating their own. So zombies eating zombies, eh? They're getting that hungry that they've gone from brains to eating dead flesh. I might be wrong though. These all might be some of these might be humans, and you know. So he's a chunky zombie though, isn't he? Or maybe monster, I'm not sure. So who knows? Moving over to End of Life, we're also on issue number 6 for that. This has come from Starks, Pugh and O'Halloran. Again, heard mixed reviews, haven't read any of it yet. Just picked it up on a whim because it was sort of their new Vertigo run. Hopefully they're going to release a few more. Who knows? We shall see. That cover there is coming from... where are we? Cover B coming from Steve Pugh. So thank you very much. Again, that was probably the best of the bunch in my opinion. Just picking up the cardstock variants for this because I don't really like many of the main sort of cover A's. But yeah, lovely artwork there. Not a lot going on, so looks like got some weird creatures in the background though. So and he's just strutting past some petrol stations. So maybe he's doing a bit of monster hunting. Who knows? Finally picked this up. Wasn't going to buy it, but I thought as it's Maxwell W. Prince, Martin Morazzo and Chris O'Halloran, I've got to pick it up because you know you're always in for a treat with those guys. Dead Man, issue number 1. Again, part of the DC Next Level. Like I said, it's come from W. Maxwell Prince, Martin Morazzo and Chris O'Halloran, the creators of Ice Cream Man and Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum. Never read any of the Ice Cream Man series. People really enjoy it. I did pick up their run Swan Songs. That was out quite a few years back now, and yeah, that was really a fun read. And Superman Kryptonite Spectrum was a 4-part sort of mini run, and that was very, very good as well. So I think you're always in for a treat. I've heard a lot of people finding this a little bit tough to read, and they have to go back and read it again to sort of get the gist of what's going on. So we shall see. Also picked up number 2, same creative team, but that cover there is coming from... cover A coming from Martin Morazzo, and I believe that cover there is also coming from Martin Morazzo. Yep, they are both coming from Martin. So thank you very much, creative team, on that one. Do love the artwork as always. So moving on, we have Deathstroke, the Terminator revealed. So who knows what's under the hood? Probably it's Deathstroke's daughter, more than likely. Forgotten what her name is now. It will come to me at some point. But yeah, haven't got a clue. I might be wrong. It might not be her. Maybe we're in for a surprise. This is coming from Fleeks, Di Giamanico and Placienza. Thank you very much, creative team, for that one. And that cover there is cover A, and it is coming from Carmine Di Giamanico, because I probably pronounced that wrong, so my apologies, Carmine. Like I say, not a lot going on there, so does what it says on the tin, really, doesn't it? As always, bought 2 copies of Absolute Batman, because I like picking up one to read and one to keep. This is issue number 22. I believe it is the origin story of Harley Quinn, looking very different from what she is normally. We're going to be introduced to Absolute Clayface very, very soon, and there's some killer covers coming out from that. I have pre-ordered some nice wraparound sort of variants from is it Sad Lemon Comics or 789 Comics? I mean, if you want some variants, they're the places to go to in the UK, definitely. They just give you some amazing covers. Like I say, Absolute Batman 22, it's come from Snyder. We've got Deledra on this one, and Martin. So fingers crossed this is going to be, well, it's definitely going to be a good read. It's Absolute Batman, and it is absolutely doing superbly at the moment. I think we've got the Robins as well on this one, so I don't know if they're actually going to join up with Batman and maybe battle Harley Quinn, or I don't know. Shall see once I start reading Absolute Batman. And last and least for today's videos, we have the new issue of Absolute Clayface. Absolute Clayface, just Clayface. Clayface Celebrity Dirt, starring Basil Carlo. One of the variants of Clayface. I think he's one of my favourite Clayfaces, actually. But yes, he is man or monster, who knows, eh? I picked up the sort of movie poster homage. I think they're going to do one for every issue. As I said, this is issue 1. Haven't got a clue what it's about. So, I mean, it's part of the Rogues Gallery sort of thing, and I always love to see what the villains are getting up to. It's nice to see that they're actually sort of plucking up some villains and giving them their own little stories. That cover there is coming from, where are we? So many notes. That is cover C, and it is coming from Dave Johnson. So thank you very much, Dave Johnson. Always like these movie poster homages. Ferrell does some really good ones, and there's been some really good ones. I think what was it? Peacemaker. He did when they did the Peacemaker Tries Hard. There was some really nice sort of movie poster homage variants as well. So yeah, fingers crossed it's going to be a good read. Yeah. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you like what you saw. Please like, please subscribe, do all the stuff that everyone does on YouTube, or don't. It's entirely up to you, my little comic book collectors. Anyway, go and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Keep comic book collecting, everyone, and ta-ta for now.